Hi and welcome to the loan management system. There's an error here that's supposed to be an M, and there's a couple of errors here as well. Now let me show it to you before I correct those errors. Let's say the name is Peter and the address happens to be Goodman Road. Account type, let's say it's going for savings account, savings, and withdraw, no. Deposit, no. Overdraft, no. And how much is it going for? It's going for 6 figures. Rate at 9%. How many numbers of payment you intend to make? Let's say it's going for 60, and when you click on compute, so those are the information that will be printed out, or that the system generated. This is supposed to be 9%, and here that's supposed to be 60 months. So let me just correct those ones so that you guys don't get that mixed up. So the first thing, let's correct this before we go into Java development environment and start a new one. This system was actually developed at the request of someone, and that is why I'm pointing out all these minor errors. So let's go straight into this button right here and just correct that. Take it down and correct those minor errors. This should be in the first place. Payment per month or numbers of months, that should not have pound sign, and this should be interest rate. That should be interest rate. Okay, so this will be percentage, and this, let's make this months. So let's enter months. There may be 40 something months. Okay, those are the errors that's meant to be corrected. So let's compile. I'm going to compile it. Run. So let's compile it again. Here we go. Alright, so let's say the name is Dave Rock, and address happens to be Lee Road or Lee. Type of account, current account, no withdraw, no deposit, no overdraft. And the loan, let's go for 6 figures right there. Rate at 9%, and numbers of, let's say you intend to pay it over the period of 120 months, and that is all there is to it. You click on that there. Okay, so what I will do next is take you guys straight into Java NetBeans development environment, and you will see how I put this very beautiful tutorial together. Alright then, let's go straight into Java NetBeans now. Hi, I have a request here. This guy would like to know if I have codes for loan management system. Unfortunately, I don't have any code for loan management system, so we're gonna have to develop one together, or I will have to develop one for you right now. So maybe other viewers out there will benefit from it. So let's go to Java NetBeans. So we're now in Java NetBeans. I'm going to start a new project. So let's select Java. Java is selected. Java application. Click on next. And let's give that a name. We're just going to call it loan. I will uncheck create class or create main class. Click on finish. There. Okay, now that the program is building up, that is it right there. Right click on it and select new or JFrame form. Let's just call that iLoan, and I'll call the package iLoans and click on finish. Alright, the next thing is to go to the properties and just set the size, the preferred size of this form itself. maybe before that, let's just drag it to about that. Yeah, and drag this down as well. Now in the properties, I'll set the preferred size as, let's go for 1370 by 700. Alright, that's the preferred size right there. So if I run it, it should fill up this very screen. Okay, so I'm just gonna run it so that you guys see my preferred size. Okay, click on that and let's give it another go. There's nothing there, so right, this is how the JFrame form looks like. So I'm going to close that, and now let's start with the design of the interface. Let's go to the palette right there, let's select that. We're going to need a couple of those. We need about 4. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 for now. 2. Okay, let's just change the border style first before we start any other thing. Border style, let's go for, there we go, and just select line border and change that to 4 right there. Click on OK. Now let's copy this across because I need a couple of those more. Right, there we go. So one of them will be here, this one will be right here, and this will be up there. Good. Where these two will be somewhere here. Okay, that's fine. And bring that down. Take this out. And do that. Alright, this is how the form is looking right now. So okay, we then need some labels. Let's get some labels on board. We're gonna need a couple of these labels. Let's change that font and make that bold, maybe 14. Yeah, and just copy it across. Yeah, 2, 3, 4, and do that really. Well, that pattern looks good. Do I really want it like that? Yeah, I want this in here and just delete these ones. Now I might as well just take advantage of those and just bring them right in here. I want them in here, so I need about 5 in there, maybe one more there. Okay, this is how my screen is looking right now. So I'm gonna need some, let's go for text box right there. We need a couple of those here. We need 1, 2. So alright, those are the text box that we will need. Let's move this up, and move this up as well. Then maybe move this a little bit up, and this, take this back up there. Then we also need we're gonna need the text area right here. We paste that in here. That's good. Then we need some text box here as well. Just copy that. Let's see if I can paste it in there. Yeah, and I need maybe 2 more. Okay, so I then need one label up here. There is label, there we go, right here. We're going to have to change the size of that to something a bit larger. Oh well, let's just enter loan management systems and just enter that in there. Now we then need to change the font size. Make that bold, just make that maybe 60. Okay, I have adjusted that. Yes. Now we need some buttons here. Let's get the buttons here. Yeah, right here. We need about 2 of those or 3. Let's go for 3 for now. I can always add more. Alright, select all of those buttons and increase the font size. Make that bold. Go for 24. Right. That's fine. So the last button here, right click on it, select edit, and just let's enter. Yeah. And here let's right click, select edit as well, and change that to maybe reset. Let's come to the property and get that sorted here, and just enter J exit, and here it will be J reset. J reset, and this will be compute loan, something like that. Let's say J loan. Okay, J loan calculates. Yeah, J loan calculates there, and the value in there, let's just change that to maybe, we change that to loan calculator. Yeah, maybe loan calculator. Right there. Okay, so double click or right click on the exit, go to action perform event, and just maybe enter the following lines of code. So we can just say system exit right there. So just make that 0. That's fine. So that's the exit command taken care of, and these ones I then need to give them names. So let me force to 4 and do that. Let's select it all and just change the font size. So you can always change the font size to whatever you want. So I'm just gonna change it to whatever I want here. I'm gonna say that would be about 18, and I will then speed this up and get back to you guys. Okay, this is how the screen is looking right now. So I'm just editing these and naming them all. So I'll just speed that up as well. Okay, this is how the interface is looking right now. Just run it so that you guys see how it looks. So I'm going to start with the coding. So let's right click on the loan button right there, and let's select action perform event, and maybe before that let's declare some variables right here. That's right underneath where it says public class iLoan. So right there I'm going to start by entering, let's say double loan. So that's my first variable. So let's go for another double. That will be interest rate. So that'll be interest. So that's my interest rate. So I just call it interest anyway. Now the next one, let's go for month. That will be month of payment anyway. Alright, so let's go for another one, maybe payment. Cancel that. Let's say payment right here. Alright, so for now those are my 4 variables. Okay, so let's go back to the button and just start with the coding right away. So the first thing I would do here is I'll declare some string right there. Let's go for, this is string balance. String balance, let's make that string equals this string dot format. Okay, and that'll be txt loan, I think is dot, okay, that's good, dot get text. So that is for the loan text. So let's just enter semicolon there. I really don't need this, let's get rid of that. Alright, that's fine. Okay, I will repeat exactly the same thing for the other buttons. Let's just copy this, although it will generate some error, but it's alright. And this will be month. Let's just call that I month. And this will become I interest. I capital interest. Okay. Now we need the names of those. Let's get their names. This one is known as, okay, txt interest, and this other one is known as month of payment, txt interest. So let's come back into the code, and this will be txt interest, and why this one is month of payments. Paste that in there. The other one, the last one, let's get the name of that as well, and name the name of that. Okay, let's copy that, come in here, let's paste it somewhere there. I don't need that. Let's copy this. Yeah, and paste that right there. That is month of payments. So can I cut it off and put it right in there? So that has to be done for the text box, because the text box will only accept string values. I suppose you understand that. Okay, the next thing is let's check if, let's say if there's let's say if txt, this very one, right? Okay, loan, if txt loan, if it's empty, I want the system to, if that is empty, let's go for dot equals, there's no value in there, so let's make that there. Then we're gonna need a message box anyway to output. Let's say J option plain dot show. Let's go for show message. I think it's a capital M. Okay, show message dialog. Yeah, show message dialog. Yeah, right there. Okay, and that'll be no value there. And right here, let's just enter my own message there. Let's go for, you must enter, let's say you must enter amount of loan. Yeah, amount of loan. Okay, amount of loan to borrow. All right, so that message will pop up if you don't enter any value in there. Comma, let's put a comma there, We now say let's just say loan system. Okay, I just want that and put another comma there. This one is getting too long, and the next thing is we now come in here and just say J option plain. Let's copy that and paste it right there. Dot information message. Let's say information message. There we go. Paste that in there. So that will generate the message box. So if I save, compile, and don't enter anything in there, I expect this message to pop up. So let's give that a try. Run it. Okay. Alright, I'm not going to enter anything in here. Just click on that. Yeah, there we go. That's good. You can see my loan message box that pops up saying you haven't entered anything in there, and there's a spelling error in here. So let's correct that as well. Okay, just correct that and call in there. Let's just enter an else statement there. Else. Right, else what? Okay, in there I'm gonna go for else. That'll be loan. If you guys can still recall, loan was one of the variables, global variable up there. That's it. So come down. Loan equals double dot pause and double dot pause double, and we want that to be, that will be this very text box, whatever is entered in there. So let's copy that, paste that in there. Right, so loan is now in there. So if I compile, just compile again and run. There's nothing in there. Click there. Supposing I enter some values, then click. Nothing happens. That is good. Okay. So, and well, let's just copy this as well. Let me copy this. I just use that as opportunity to take care of the reset button. So let that one perform the following action. Perform. Let's go back. Right click, select event, action, perform reset. There. So semicolon there. So that one is taken care of. Okay. Now let's go back in here. I will now copy this. Suppose that enter any value in there, whatever value I enter in here, I would like it to be displayed in here. So there's going to be some calculation. So this very one itself, I'm going to move it. Let's cut that off, paste it right in here. I'll be using that later on, or right underneath. Cut it off. Put it right underneath. Okay. I might as well just copy all of this. I'm going to copy that and repeat exactly the same thing for the other one. Paste that in there. I will now change all of this text box. Yeah, this is what I want to change now. Interest. Change the interest. Copy that. This is the first one. That's the first one up there, and this is the second one. So just change this. Paste this as well, and change this as well. This is meant to be changed to, okay, let me just copy this. call it off. That is for the interest. I will then copy this, just take care of my clear function as well, which happens to be right below, so that's taken care of now. I'll copy all of these again. For the third text box, and this is for the third text box anyway. Let's just cut that off. That's the third one here. I'll replace all of this. Now copy this and use it to replace these ones. So this will take care of the first part of the codes. That's fine, and this one should be taken care of. Well, the variables for those ones are interest and months. So that'll be interest, that'll be for the second one, and the other one is months. Okay, this is months. Why this one is interest. Okay, so far there's no error. That's good. Okay, I'll just maybe compile and run it. Okay, let's enter some value in there and pretend there's nothing in there. Click. Yeah, there should be something has to be there, so I need to change that to interest rate. Okay, supposing, okay, that's for the other one, so that will be interest rate, and that will be number of payments. Supposing I enter something in here and the other one is empty. Okay, that's good, but we need to make it specific. So this is to do with number of payments. Okay, so copy. Let me just change that to, you must enter number of payments. Okay. Then the other one will be, you must enter interest rate. You must enter interest rate. Taken care of. Looking good so far. So let's compile and run it again. There. So interest rate is empty and number of payments is empty as well. Look at that, number of payments is empty. Supposing we have some values in here, so it's only number of payment that is empty. Let's get rid of this and enter something in here. Okay, so interest rate is empty, so it's working as expected. Let's see the clear button. The clear button is not working. Let's see why. Check that. Maybe we should change it to some other action. Okay, let's copy one thing here first. Oh no, this should be S, and just get rid of everything here. Yeah. Alright, that should clear it now. Alright, that's fine. Let's get rid of all of this. Okay, hopefully that should clear it now. So let's say compile and run again. Okay, we just enter some values in and see. Yeah, the reset button is now working. That's good. Exit is working too. Now, what is left for us now is to take care of the calculations. the first part of it, all of the calculation in here. This one, the loan, the money goes in there, and interest, whatever you enter goes inside the interest, and whatever you enter in here, the month of payment goes in here. Okay, now we need final calculation. Let's see, there was payments, so that will be payment equals loan multiplied by interest. I think is in capital letter, lowercase. Multiply that by interest, okay, and divide that by 100, okay, then plus loan. That will give us the total payment so far. Okay, let's put one bracket here and another one here. Alright, so that will give us the interest, whatever the interest rate is. We find a percentage of the interest rate and add it to the loan. That will give us the total loan. So alright, that's good. The next thing is, let's just to test it out, let's see the name of this. Let's get the name of that. That just happens to be known as let's just call it J loan analysis, or loan report. Okay, I will actually like this to display all of the information here and here. So let's go into our code view or coding area, and we enter as follows. But there's one more thing that is not included yet, which we'll include later on. So we now say jloan report.append the following. This will be just a heading. Maybe we should just enter that as well. Put that here. And this would be the amount of the loan, interest rate, and so on. Let's give that a try. Okay, now say compile and run. Alright, we enter amount of loan in there, and the interest rate, maybe that happens to be 7%, and right here we have number of payments. Okay, let's say number of payment, that is 12, so we need to divide that. It's not ready. Okay, we have 12, that should be 7%, that is the loan rate. Okay, so what we need to now do is to multiply this by, right here, this is where the multiplication meant to take place. Let's enter bracket in here. Yeah, let's see, is that right? I think no. Let's use this for something else. Okay, right here, right there, we need payment to appear as the total payment to be made. So okay, let's move all of this thing this way. Let's just rearrange it. Okay, that's for that, and you are down here, and this will be for this, so that will be more clearer, and you down here. Then we need the month. Might as well just get the month here, there, the plus sign, put that here, delete this one. Alright, so we now need one. Let's copy all of this and just paste it in here, and now become total payments to be made, total payments, total loan payments, so that will be payments. So that'll be the payments. So let's try that out. Maybe it will work out all of this then before we continue with the calculation. So I'll do that now. Now run it. Okay, there. Okay, let's say we're going for about maybe 5,000, and the rate, let's say the rate happens to be 6%, and that the number of payments you intend to make, let's say you want to go for 24 months, and here we shouldn't be entering anything there anyway, so let's calculate that. So total payments, that is, I believe that is correct, because when you say 6 multiplied by this, that will give you 30, and you add that to that, that's correct. Now to get monthly payment, we now need to say 24 divided by this. Okay, so that'll be whatever is in here is divided by this. We tell you how much you meant to pay back per month. Okay, so we're dividing this by whatever is in here. So let's get the name of this. No, yeah, we do need that. That will be 24 the month. Okay, the name of this is what? Copy that. Now back in the code, right here somewhere, dot set. Okay, let's comment it out for now. Set text. Alright, now we're gonna need another variable. Let's see, declare double, let's say all payments. No, that's monthly payment, so that's a variable for that. So the monthly payment, we put that right here underneath here. Monthly payment equals payment divided by month. There. So that will give us the monthly payment. We now need a string variable to add monthly payment. So the string variable will be pay month. Let's change that to pay month, and pay month is then copy and assign here, and in here we need this. Copy that and place it right in here. Okay, let's enter inside there. Okay, there. Alright, so that should do it now. Okay, so let's save and compile and run it again. Okay, let's go for maybe whatever in there, and the rates, let's say the rate is 9%, and let's say 32 months, or let's make that 36 months. So right there, that is correct. Now we need, that's how much you'll be paying per month. So we need the amount you pay per month, we need it in here. That's good. So how much paid per month, so that means we copy, let's copy one of these and just change it around. Let's move this back. So that will be monthly payment. Payment per month. Payment per month. Per month. Maybe we should see. Let's see if we can put it in pounds. If not, we just let go of that. Let's see. Yeah, that's undo that. It's an error there somewhere. Okay, we'll just put that enter that, or this one should be this monthly payments. Put that here. That might be wrong. Alright. Okay then. Let's compile it and check it out again before I finalize it and run it. Okay, I think this one, since this one is going to be the numbers of months, so I'll change it to number of month for payment. I don't know. Yeah, number of month of payments. So that will be about 12 months, 24 months, 36 months. Okay. So let's come in here and just enter pound sign into all of that space. That pound sign space. It's just a shortcut. You can always format it to give you maybe 2 decimal place or whatever you want. Alright, I'll just format it something like this. Let's see, maybe if I want to, supposing I decide to go for something like that, let's try it out in here. If it doesn't work, we just undo that. So that means I have to do it all over. I just forget it, leave it that way. But this is how to format to pound sign anyway, except if I have to do it all over. Okay, now, alright, let's just run it and see. I'm almost done now though, so let's just give it a try. We enter some, let's say we want to go for about that, and it's a huge amount, maybe 48, rate is maybe 9, and let's go for 48 months, and right here click on that. Right, and this, you guys can always format this to 2 decimal place. And here, let me just add the name. We can always enter the name of whoever is taking the loan, so address and so on. You can do that yourself if you want. So that would be, let's get the name of that anyway. Let's get that of the name. Maybe enter that here. Yeah, that's called what? Oh, it's TXT. Let's say TXT name. Alright, copy that and just now come in right here. And you can repeat the same thing for the others if you want. So let's get the name dot, maybe declare a variable for it. Let's comment that out and declare a variable for name up here. Let's call this string name there, and come right down here. Where is it? Now we just need to say name equals string format. String format. Okay, that is the name is now assigned in here. So now I'm going to add the name to the receipt. Okay, that's the name. So let's come down. You can repeat the same thing for the rest anyway. So let's just, I'm going to copy this. Now come down in here, paste that there, and just enter customer's name there, customer's name, and here will become name there. Okay, that's fine. So okay, so we now have that of name. So if you want, you can always complete the rest yourself. Let me just show you guys the rest of the codes there. That's the codes. Let's take it up. Right up here, those are the variables used. You can see it is right underneath public class, and you make sure you import this for the message or for the message box, and all of the codes, all of the codes actually took place in that very button, this very button there. Okay, back there, and these are all of the codes. If you take it down, here I just have a break for each of the text box. So the first text box, alright, take it down. The second one for the interest, the third one for the number of payment, and here, just from here down here, that is where the calculation for payment and so on took place. And here, that's just to get your name, the customer's name, and down here, if you take it down, that's where the receipt is generated. Okay, and maybe we can even have an account. If you want, you can add an account for the customer, or you can do that yourself, right? So the account type for the customer, or maybe we should just do that. Let's do that. There's no point being lazy. Let's come here, account type. We can just copy that and just change this to account type. Type. So I'll come right here. So that's going to be a string value as well. We'll paste that in there. Equals. We need the name. I need the name on the account. Let's go back. Get the name, account type. That's it. Let's come in here. Alright. Let's just change it to txt account, right? Copy, come right in there, and take this down and look for it. Yes, right here, account type. Just paste it right there. There. That's the account type. And you can always, or we can always add that here as well. Copy that and just paste it maybe underneath, or let's say we copy this and just, yeah, why not? Let's do it this way. Account, that'll be account type. Count type equals account right here. Okay, so all of those information will appear on the receipt. So if I compile, run there, you enter the name there. Let's say is Peter Parker, and address maybe Kingsland Road. Account type, let's say savings account. Alright, any withdraw? No. Deposit? No. Overdraft? No. All of these other information are not on the receipt anyway. Loan, let's say it's going for maybe 80 something thousand pounds, and rates, let's say, is at the rate of 11%, and he intend to pay it off in 48 months. So just click there. So we get the account type. We need to take this off as well, account type and so on. All of the informations are there, but let's get rid of this pound sign from the name and account type. Let's go back to the code. Pound sign, get rid of that. That shouldn't be there. Account type, get rid of the pound sign, and that should fix it. Save, compile, run again. Alright, enter the information again. So let's call that Helen Moore, and address is let me say Johnson Road. Account type, let's go for current account, and withdraw, no. Deposit, down, it's just there for the loan, no. And here let's go for maybe 20,000, and the rate 9%, 48 months. So check out the receipts. Alright, account type, name, account type, there should be space in there anyway. Okay, let's get that sorted again. Space in here. Okay, I think I must have taken care of it now. So let's just try it out again. Let's run it. Enter the name right there. The name, let's say Goodman South, and address North Westwood. Account type, current account. That should be current. And withdraw to be made, no. Deposit, no. Overdraft required, no. And right here, maybe it's going for mortgage, and the rate at, let's say 25, maybe too much, 15. 1 month, let's go for about 60 months. Compute there. So we see Mr. Goodman South, current account, right, amount, everything, all of the information required is in there, and it's paying about this every month. That's high. Okay, right here, that seems to be too high. We need to format that, or you guys can take care of that yourself. So here are the lines of code. Those are all my variables right there. There, you need those, and take it down, and inside this button right here, right click, event, action performed. That's where all of the calculations takes place. Okay, bring it down. Alright, and there, that's all there is to it. And here I have the clear buttons. So for the clear buttons, maybe we just need to add a couple more. Account, we need to add the account. So I'll just add those and get back to you. Okay, right here, those are the clear functions. And right here, this one that always generates long decimals. So let's run it and let me show you what I'm talking about, and we can just take care of that, get that out of the way as well. Right here, so, and that's the rate, and in here we have let's say 24 months. If you click on that, you see this one, so let's take care of that. That's not good. Maybe a little bit getting frustrated with it, but I might as well just take care of it. That is it. That's just the solution. Copy that and just paste it in here. Copy, paste, and that's all there is to it, and that'll be all. So let's now save and show you guys the codes one more time. That is declare, and take it from the top, variables right there, and come right down here. From here down here, that's where all of the calculation take place, and that's this button there. Let's repeating it again. Okay, come right down there. Those are all the codes. And that is all there is to it. So compile and run ready. So let's run it. So enter that in there. Okay, and the rate 8% months, let's say 60 months. Loan calculate, and that is it, guys. So with that, I'll just call it the end of this tutorial. I suppose you all enjoyed. So you all have a nice day now.